So, today I have something very special, and probably from the title, I've already opened it, everything's been taken out, parts have been switched, seeing if everything will work. I have the Neca, Pennywise, the dancing clown, what is it, that one scene, I'm gonna call it, from the first movie, the remake. If you open up this, since it's like an ultimate, I think that's what it is anyway. You would see the figure there with his crab arms and stuff like that. Right here, you get to see nice work in posing the figure. To the side, you get it, Neca. On the other side, what do we get? It again, Neca and Real Toys. On the back, we get Pennywise in some dynamic poses. This head is creepy. It states 7 young outcasts band together to battle an ancient shape-shifting evil that emerges every 27 years to prey on their town's children. Ooh. And on the bottom, some Lego Bumbo Jumbo. Alright, now, getting into the figure itself. Pennywise. He looks great. Everything on him is really good. I have the regular arms on, and I'll show you how they attach in a second. Also, I switched out one of the hands. But as you can see, he looks really well, and this is not really a defect for my figure, but I think it is for all of them. When he stands like this, so when I plop him down, he kind of leans back, so I have to tilt him forward, but not really that big of a gripe. It's just how it is. But the detail and amount of wrinkles in the suit is just amazing. And I like how they did the arms, like where you can just pop them off and just go at it. But for a closer look at his face, it's a beautiful, beautiful face. My mom does not like clowns, so when I got this, she was pissed. It's a little blurry, but he has yellow eyes with red around it, and then that dot in the center. He has sharp teeth going on the side. He's looking straight, as you do. For the back, nothing too crazy, just his hair going floof from the top. You wouldn't really look there that much, but for this, I don't know what to call it. Oh yeah, something funny I found out. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. When removing and applying the head, you want to take it at the base, just swivel it up, and then it pops on, or it pops off. But going down, you take it by the same spots, just wiggle it back in until it snaps. Alright, so, funny thing about this, you can take this off, and you have a weird looking Pennywise. He's just like, I don't know how or why I make some of the noises that I do. Oh yeah, taking this off, you get much more of the back spinal thing. I don't know what you call that. The back of the outfit? I don't know. But his shoulders are really nice. I just ate, so pardon. They're really good. And if you lift this up, or as far as it'll go, you can see that there is more wrinkle and detail down there. And if you hear that, that's good sounding joints. But his whatever this is really good too. But the one problem I have with it is if I move one leg, both of them move. So you have to like move them individually. Like you have to grab one and then move the other. But I think it's just, again, my copy. Okay, so let's go over accessories, which forgive me, hand. I have to switch them. Ah, gosh. I hate changing the hands. It's a pain. Right. So we're just gonna... Oh, God. Okay. So before the hands, or not the hands, the forearm, you can probably see, but they're really detailed, and I like them a lot from how they are. But yeah, taking this hand off, you see in there's a hinge, so stepping into the articulation segment a little bit, you can go up for that, about that far, and then not that far down, actually, for either, because of the wrist thing. But taking a closer look at his hand, you have multiple things of detail, like where the glove is and where it separates it. There's actually a little bit of weathering on there too, which I find a good touch. And how you apply them, I'm only going to use one arm for this. You want to take it. Okay, so I had it on upside down, which, yeah. You want to take it, line it up with the joint, then just like the head, you just want to wiggle it in. And then again, stepping into the... You can't pose it too far up without it breaking off. Not breaking off, but just kind of like popping out of place. You can only get up to right there, but since it's double jointed, you can... So it's only double jointed at some point, but not that much. Alright, moving on to the other accessories, mainly I'm going on to the open hands, kind of. They are sculpted at like a relaxed hand, like they're like that. They're reaching out to grab your fucking face. And how you attach them to the other hand, or not the other hand, the wrist thing, or the arm. So you want to pop that off just by swiveling it like I've been doing. You take it, you twist it into place, you feel it, get secure. Oh god. Wait, are these like really soft plastic? I think they are, because mine's just... Is that how this one is too? I think mine's like defected. I can't edit this, by the way. But yeah, this is what it looks like. So you're like grabbing, or he's the thing from Addams Family. Do 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 do. All right. Yeah. Well, let me pop this off and put the fist back in, ladies. Going on to his heads. Here's this one, where it's the burning mouth, not the burning mouth, but like, what's that kid's name? I can't remember. I think it's Mike, the African American kid. He is like the burn victims. Yeah, the burn victims coming out of his mouth. What I really like are his eyes are closed, but they look open. But like the sculpt of the hair and somewhat of the head is similar to this one, like this head. And this guy's mouth unhinged. And if you look closely at the bottom of his mouth, there are hands, or the fingers. And that's not a separate... Actually, it's worth noting, all of these hands and arms, they're separate pieces. So you can move them around, you can pop them out of their sockets and move it around, which I find really cool. And looking at this one, I don't feel safe, really, is the painting head. And I'll attach all of these to the body in a minute. But, yeah. This freaked me out in the movie theaters. Like, It's so creepy yet so cool. But the painting and the sculpting on it is cool. But like, alright, so description of the face, it feels rough, like textured, but when you feel the hair, you can feel like the sculptor's tool, like when it carved it. Now, for my, actually, you know what, I'm gonna save my favorite accessory for last. But next, the crab claws. Oh boy, I like these. My mom doesn't. She won't even come near it. So, I'm going to attach these to the figure. Alright, best way to have it, make sure it is extended. And if your figures break, it's probably because of the joint. But you attach it same way you did the arms, but also kind of swivel it in there. And pose it real good. Well, you can also attach it like this. Just make sure the crab arms are pointed down. And again, just swivel it in there until it gets in. And when you're standing this guy up, make sure you have the arms in a balanced position for him to stand, or else he'll fall like that. So if you have the bases, like where the feet can plug into, or you can tilt him back a little bit, which is working right now. Now, for my favorite accessory. Don't get me wrong, the spider arms, they're awesome. I love them. But this one is awesome. It's this head. It looks nice. And this was one of my favorite scenes in the movie too. Now, you may be wondering, why is sculpting stuff different here? And what's this thing? Well, my curious friend, let me show you. It doesn't look orange in real life. It's more of a yellow, but nonetheless, like, I have a few gripes about this head. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome, but there's on the inside, the teeth aren't painted that well. And if you have it in bright light, see, that's more what it looks like. Even when I cut off this light, it doesn't look orange. Like, it looks yellow still. But yes, I love this. I love this figure. I love all the accessories that comes with it. There's just one thing that I wish it did come with. I could have done without this head, actually. This would have been a good thing in the accessory pack that I do not have. But still, it's good, it's awesome and all, but I would have liked the mummy head. I would have liked that more, because I think it's a throwback to the original, but it's good nonetheless. But yeah, let me attach all the heads now, since we've done that. So, and afterwards we can go over articulation. So going out with the, what is that? I think this head's broken. Cause like there's things inside of it. Oh yeah. Yeah. But this is my configuration of this head. Okay. And I'm not gonna switch the arms, because you all already saw that and how they posed and stuff. But this is the, oh god, Jesus, this makes it even creepier. Oh god, no. Again, we're stepping into the articulation bit kind of too early. No. Oh my god. And now for the final one. Oh, it's so creepy, but it's also so cool. Okay. Alright, we got him standing. He is now Batman. Three, two, one. It's like his beacon or something. It's so creepy. Alright, do. Pop. Alright, I'm gonna put the original head back on and do it from there. Now, for the head, there's a ball joint at the base of the neck, which allows him to move his head around like this. Then you can pivot his head. You know, it's also on a ball joint, so you can make it do a swivel. Arm moves out that far and about that far. Can rotate it all the way around. Even with the claw arm, it stays. There's a bicep swivel. It's really tight though. Previously mentioned double joint at the. Ooh, there's a swivel here too, but it's kind of loose. Minor gripe. There is okay, I was making sure it wasn't completely loose. Now there is a swivel. I'm gonna remove these because it's gonna take a lot of effort to just keep them still. So it's kind of incomplete, kinda. Now there is a swivel right here, so you can move it all the way around. But every swivel is connected with a ball joint, kinda. This you can kick forward about that far, back about that far. When I say that, I mean that. He can do somewhat of a good spread, but it's not completely good, justified because of the, you know, the outfit. Double hinge at the knee. Swivel here. And his foot down about that far. And up about that far. And finally, ooh, that toe pivot, or that pivot at the foot. You can also do, actually, it just rotates. But overall, I think this figure is awesome, and it's worth the price that it is. I think it's really worth it. But the few gripes that I have, they're just minor. They're not for every figure, but they can be fixed, I think. And for a few quick size comparisons, here is the Neca Pennywise with the the Scar Predator. As you can see, he dwarfs the Predator. I mean, Predator dwarfs Pennywise, and the Bandai King Caesar. Now, I think there are more NECAs that I'm getting pretty soon, but I'm not completely sure. Now, no! If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe if you're new, or because this is the first video I think I made, not sure. Yeah, if you're wondering, you know, stuff, I will have to look up what this is. Oh yeah, so leave a like, comment, and other things. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!